Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to obtain the board's approval to perform a new, revolutionary procedure known as mitochondrial donation. Mrs. Khan, the patient, a 36-year-old woman with a mutation in mitochondrial DNA. As we know, mutations in mitochondrial DNA are maternally inherited, and they cannot be treated and can cause fatal or debilitating disorders, such as the Lee syndrome. Mrs. Khan has had 4 miscarriages and 2 deceased children at the age of 8 months and 6 years from the Lee syndrome. All mitochondria are inherited from the mother, from her eggs. Whilst 1 in 200 children are born each year with some level of mitochondrial disorder, only 1 in every 10,000 are severely affected. This means that relatively few babies will inherit terrible diseases due to genetic mutations in their mitochondria. We propose to remove a portion of Mrs. Khan's DNA from an egg and combine it with a healthy donor egg, leaving behind the disease-carrying genes. The healthy egg will then be fertilized with Mr. Khan's sperm. In the result, the child will have 3 genetic parents: Mrs. Khan, Mr. Khan, and the egg donor.
Thank you, Dr. Zhang, for bringing the motion to the governing body. However, has the procedure now been authorized in America?
No, doctor. The procedure has not been authorized in America yet, nor has it been authorized in Canada. However, it has been authorized in the United Kingdom, and we propose to do the procedure in our Mexico facilities. There are also no laws prohibiting this practice in Mexico.
Dr. Zhang, are there any reasons why the procedure has not yet been approved at the US FDA?
Well, doctor, the FDA has still to decide whether it will approve these clinical trials of this technique. But however, that might not come for quite some time.
Dr. Zhang, is this procedure safe? Has it been proven to be effective?
The procedure has been tested in several animals and resulted in a healthy offspring. Good results have also been seen in human cells, but treated embryos have not been implanted into a woman to achieve a pregnancy. A review of the work on mitochondrial transfer by independent scientific panels have concluded that there was no evidence the procedure is unsafe. Of course, we cannot guarantee that the procedure will be 100% effective.
I have a concern. Are we playing God here? Or are we creating designer babies?
Well, as you know, Dr. Sibanda, playing God in the sense of interfering in the natural course of events so as to improve human lives is precisely what doctors do, and is precisely what doctors are required to do on an everyday basis. We do in vitro fertilization and organ transplants. The very essence of medicine is to right the wrongs of nature. A designer baby is one whose genes have already been altered to change or improve certain characteristics. We will not be altering any of the genes within this process. We do not know if there are any long-term effects, but we do know that the donor's mitochondria will be passed into the child.
Given what you've presented to us, would it then be ethical to proceed with this?
Colleagues, to save a life is always ethical.
Well then, in view of that, dear colleagues, it would seem like we have to vote on the matter. All those in favor of this motion to be passed, please raise your hands. Thank you. All those in favor of the motion not to be passed, please raise your hands. Well then, Dr. Zhang, it seems like you have the deciding vote on this matter.
Thank you, colleagues.